Merong mga nagtatanong sa inyo kung ano daw ba ang mga factors o considerations na dapat bigyan ng o pagtuunan ng pansin para masundan ng mga bagong watch collectors o yung mga nag-a-aspire na mag-collect ng kanilang favorite timepieces. Well, meron lang namang konting mga konsiderasyon, my friends, no? So, ang unang-unang tinitignan ng mga watch collectors ay kailangan ang isang relos ay nagre-resonate sa inyo. Kailangan merong nai-stir up na emosyon, no? Could be the color or the way it's shaped or the way it makes you feel, no? So, yun ang number one consideration natin, my friends. It is whether the watch resonates with you, or yung sabing parang maganda ang vibes ang dating sa'yo. Yan siguro ang pinaka number one. Pangalawa ay merong mga watch collectors who would want to collect a different type of watch for every purchase that they want to make, no? Iba-ibang klaseng functionality nung relos ang kanilang kinokollect. They choose a certain functionality o isang quality ng isang watch o characteristic, and then nagko-collect sila ng iba-ibang brands doon sa category or qualification na yon o karakter na yon, no? So, for example, gustong mag-collect ng isang watch collector na puro diverse watch lang. Yung iba naman, gusto nila mag-collect ng puro dress watch lang. Yung iba naman, gusto nila mag-collect ng puro field watch lang. Ang iba naman, gusto nila mag-collect ng tinatawag nating beater watch, no? Yung pangharabas, yung pwedeng isuot araw-araw, walang hubaran. Yung kahit anong activity mo, mangarpintero ka, magkaminero, magkapitan, magkaratista, magjudoka, ay pwedeng suot mo lang siya the whole time, pati sa pagtulog kasama mo. Ayan. One other consideration na laman ng isip ng ating mga watch collectors ay yung dimensions, no? Yung dimensions ng watch. Minsan, gusto nila yung 40 millimeters pataas or 42 ang kanilang lower limit dahil malaki ang wrist nila, malaki silang tao, at feeling nila anything below, let's say, 42 millimeters would be too small for their liking, no? However, meron namang mga tao that they prefer a small face on their wrist, no? So, they would prefer a 36 millimeter. And anything more than 39, ayaw na nila, no? And I'm talking about men, ha? Women, they would typically gravitate towards, of course, smaller dials. Pero sa men, merong mga preferred nila yung smaller. Meron din naman, ang preferred nila would be, the dimension might not be important to them, but the feel or the weight. Ayaw nila ng sobrang bulky or mabigat. And they would prefer lighter watches, so they would gravitate towards titanium materials. Okay? Merong specific watch collectors that they would look into the details of the dial. So, kalimitan, these watch collectors would even have their own set of equipment na pangsilip, katulad nito, no? Because they are interested in the details nung dial, and they would be fascinated, regardless of the brand. They would be fascinated at how some watchmakers would actually go into very detailed designs. They would look at the finish, no, ng mga numbers, for example, ay nila nung may cluttered, and even the quality of the hands, no, yung kung may loom siya, yung hindi sumusobra doon sa mga guhit, and so on, no. So merong ganong watch collectors that they collect different details on the dials. Ang iba naman, they collect with very particular consideration of the movement, no? they would only put in their collections watches that have Swiss movements, for example. They would research as to what movement is used by a particular model of a watch brand, and if they see if it's Japanese or elsewhere, ayaw na nila, and they would wait for a version that would have a Swiss movement, for example. Yung iba naman gravitate towards the Japanese movement, pero they're particular about a certain series. Halimbawa sa chronographs, gusto nila VR33 or Miyota, which is basically a Citizen produced movement, and then Seiko would typically use an H31 and H35, and so on. So what other considerations may come to play sa mga watch collectors? There are collectors like Kevin O'Leary, who might have his luxury brand collection, but when it comes to micro brands, I think he is gravitating towards anything that would have the color red, either in the face or in the hands or even the strap. For some reason, parang mahal niya kaagad ang relo kapag mayroong element na color red. No? So may mga ganong collectors. Ang iba naman color green. So you would notice that in the last few years, yung mga green colored watches have been more predominant. No? Yung tawag nila is Starbucks sa mga diver watches. Pag green na yung bezel, green pa yung face. The Starbucks watches. So even the Bambinos ng Orient, meron na rin silang mga green variety ng kanilang typical old looking watch or parang vintage looking na Bambino. And then of course, may mga watch collectors that would only buy particular brands, no? Halimbawa, ang collection nila would be all Seiko, from the vintage to Seiko 5 to the Prospect series, Presage, and Grand Seiko, no? The whole shebang. Meron naman na all Citizen ang collection, meron naman na all Rolex lang o all Omega, different James Bond movie watches, and so on. And finally, merong watch collectors who would collect one or a couple of watches for each type of watch. Ayan. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin natin ng type of watch? Well, we will tackle that in the next video. So watch out for it. For the time being, I think we have so far covered the general considerations of watch collectors or would-be watch collectors na pwedeng mag-figure into the process of collecting timepieces. Just remember that this hobby is something that is very personal, as all hobbies tend to be. So you go with what gives you joy, because at the end of the day, a hobby is supposed to give you that kind of happiness that exceeds the value of the resources that you are willing to put out there or to pay. So go with what gives you joy.